Good morning. I have a question. Did you ever play solitaire with cards? Did you ever play a game of solitaire with cards by yourself and play these games? I don't know how much kids nowadays actually play with cards, but I had lots of cards. We played cards. We didn't have any kind of digital devices at all. And cards was something that I did. It helped us also for counting and learning numbers. And another game I can remember playing by myself was basketball. We had a basketball hoop behind our garage, and at my cousins, we used to go there, and they had one too. And this got me really thinking about play with dogs because, yeah, it's great to have these things, and there are some things that are great to play by yourself, but overall, it's very much fun when you have somebody else to play with, when you play basketball with somebody else or with a team. It's a team sport. And cards you play with, it's way more fun when you have more people to play. You have way more variety of games to play. And just, thinking about that to do with dogs. Our dogs have so many toys, and I hear from people all the time that their dogs don't play with toys. I have an entire basket full of toys in my living room. Once in a while, a dog will go grab one. And I know I have many clients who've come and they say, yep, their dog will take all the toys right away, chew them up and shred them and stuff. But very often they want you to interact with them. It gets to be a game, a team game, again, a sport. And it's just amazing what it can do for your relationship, what it can do for your dog when you take the time to learn what they like to play and to play with them and to learn to it. Every dog is different. They're not all the same. I'm going to say this. I'm Jody Fitzgerald. I'm a licensed family dog mediator, and I am the owner and CEO of Fit Your Dog Training. And I am also the founder of the Paws and Hearts Club. And I just love helping people learn to see how they can play better with their dog. It's not something that they don't come with a manual, but when you look into their genetics and understand the breed more and better, you can learn things that they like to do. Some like to chase much more, some like to have to search for it. I like to always say that when a dog comes up to you with a toy, it doesn't always mean that dog wants you to take it. It's like a child showing you their toy. And I wonder what dogs think sometimes when we grab it and we throw it, and then we expect them to bring it back. Some dogs do, some dogs will, some dogs won't. Often I find that they will like you to keep your hands on it a little bit. And these are opportunities to help them learn to respect touching your hands with their teeth too. So there's so much social interaction and benefits for your relationship when you take the time to learn how to help your dog to play, how to play with them, to interact. There are so many benefits. Like it improves their confidence. If you get into it with them and you're like, yes, get that, and you got that, and you talk about it and you make it fun and put fun energy into it, dogs just love it. And it's amazing how the toy that you think they didn't even care about at all can suddenly be a favorite toy. It's just taking the time to practice with them. They get to release and fulfill genetic instincts that they don't get out any other way. If you have a dog that tears apart a toy, even if, as long as they're not eating it, it's really not a bad thing, because they're fulfilling that genetic need to tear it apart and to shred it and to actually, kill it in their mind, because that is what the genetics of some dogs are. Not all dogs. You get a retriever, many retrievers and other dogs, border collies, I've seen it do it too. Lots of dogs, they just want to grab a ball and chase, play fetch a ton, which is great. Even with that, you have to be aware that there is limits to it, that sometimes dogs will just go and like too much. So you can find a way to have the dog closer to you with a ball, like, or a toy, just throwing it, getting them to catch it at a closer range, so they're not using a ton of energy to chase. And other dogs, you like them to get that energy out. But playing games with them, if your dog knows the name of the toy and you can get them to search for it, get them to go find it. I do know that there's a few toys. Sometimes Chico, I can get him. The squeak is gone now in one of his toys, but he used to, go find your rocket, and he would dig it right out of the whole bin. So he definitely knew that one toy by name. Um, it's very interactive. It's very connecting, an opportunity for you to get closer to, and it's socializing. It is socializing. They're learning to be around you, to play with you. They like movement. Often they like movement, and you can make it come to life. You kind of have to make the toys come to life for them. It's play is so beneficial. I can't even say how amazing it can do for dogs. I love my one story of a dog that came here. I did a consult last year, I believe it was, and I had a dog that came. I have my big toy box outside, and she was a rescue that had litters and litters of puppies, and now she was spayed and living a great life. And she went to my toy box and she emptied the entire box. Some dogs, it can be a bit overwhelming to have too many toys, but she was happy, 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 just loving it, having all these toys, having these choices, and and letting them do it their own way. Learn, play your dog's way. I hashtag play your dog's way. They learning how they like to play. I just can't express how much, and it's a team sport when you play together, tail wagging teamwork, getting good times together. And what a good feeling. And so often, if you do play, then, you play for a while and you get to learn your dog. It's wonderful when you learn them when they're getting tired, because just like a toddler, a dog can get tired and get kind of cranky. So learning when this is enough for your dog, and sometimes maybe you just have to grab a blanket and sit down with them, or sit on the couch with them and relax and give some quiet, calm time together. I'm telling you, your dog will be so much happier when you focus more on your relationship and what you're doing for your dog, what you're giving them, and their genetics, what they need. It's hard sometimes. You have to be creative. There's flirt poles. Those are great for some dogs. You give them an opportunity. It's actually a long line, and you can get the dog to chasing the toy. It's so enjoyable. They have so much fun. It's so well worth your time to invest in unleashing your dog's joy, letting the dog have fun, and they sleep well after. You can see how satisfied they will be. So from a dog's view, play is very important. And not all dogs are big players. That's absolutely. But you'd be surprised how many dogs do like playing when they get that interaction with us that they need, and that they want. And I see them looking for it. They come to you with your toy. They're proud of this little object, and they want to show it off to you. And when you engage with them and let them know that, yes, exciting new thing, and it's fun. It's so fantastic for them. I'm so glad that I have learned so much about play. Let me just see if I can get this into my comments here. What is this? Somebody wonderful. Janice. Thanks, Janice. It's fun to play with others. My dog had a toy box and played with everything in the box. It is so fun. It is so fun. Yes, he had his own bedroom. My dogs, they pretty much rule the house. They have toys, they have beds everywhere. It means so much, just to really, their world's pretty small. Their world is pretty small, and giving them that little bit in our world, because they're in there. We get to choose everything that they're doing. So giving them, making it better experiences, more positive, more connection, confidence building experience for them, letting them know they're important in your world, and they matter. Dogs matter. Dogs matter. We come home every day. They're so happy to see us, no matter what kind of mood you're in. They're just waiting, always ready to be happy with you and miss you all day, and they think about it all day. It's kind of, unless you have a Hogan like me who enjoys spending a lot of time watching the birds, definitely the dogs just sit there and wait till you get home. So taking the time, sometimes in 5-10 minutes when we come in, if I take the time to get on the floor with them, couple of them get excited and grab toys and want to play. It's really funny. Chico grabs a toy, and Ginger almost always now goes after him and takes his toy. And he is such a good boy. He lets her. He just drops it and gives it to her, and he's willing to come and interact with me more, or maybe find us another toy sometimes. So yeah, toys are amazing, and play. I need to start a play school because play is priority. It's so important for them, and you can't just give a dog and expect them to know what they're doing. You know, we have these sports. There is things that you can do alone, but it's really a team sport, a team action, a team connector, um, relationship building, amazing thing to do with dogs. So if you want to learn more, please do not hesitate to check out my Paws and Hearts Club. I am loving play is always one of my motivators and things to do with dogs to help people get a better relationship, help the dog get their energy out. It's very often very individual. Play looks different for every dog, for sure. If you're not sure, if you're not, please check out the pawsandheartsclub.com. I would love to have you join. If not, you can book a call and we can find out more what I can do for you, because your dog is waiting. The dogs are waiting to connect with you. Happy Friday. Go play. Go play with your dog. Go have some fun and play with your dog. Have a great day. Happy Friday. Have a great day. And if you want to, please let me know your dog's favorite in the comments. Let me know your dog's favorite game. There's a lot of different games. Plus, I have the puzzles and stuff that we do. It's another form of interaction and enrichment. So, yeah, let me know. I would love to hear from you. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.